The recent NATO summit has again confirmed Turkey's critical place in the Western security and political alliance. Turkey is included in NATO's core coalition to combat IS. As the only alliance member in the region, there are factors that makes any role it plays a dangerous one. CCTV's Natalie Carney reports.
Even Al-Qaeda refuses to deal with them. But the 10 NATO countries that have agreed to form the U.S.-led core coalition against Islamic State are willing to give it a try. However, Turkey's role in this coalition is likely to be largely symbolic.
Turkey is in a very precarious position. Fighting the Islamic State could mean helping Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, who Turkey strongly condemns. It could also mean endangering the Turkish hostages currently being held by Islamic State, and most importantly, to much of the Turkish population. It could mean endangering and jeopardizing its own domestic security.
It is the only Muslim country in the coalition and the only one to share borders with both crisis-ridden Syria and Iraq, for which it has been accused of allowing foreign fighters or jihadists to pass through.
And also there are reports that a sizable number of Turkish citizens have joined the ranks of IS. And I suspect that quite a sizable segment of Turkish population might be very sympathetic to IS, and therefore Turkey may face serious consequences of, having the presence of foreign IS supporters as well as Turkish members of IS.
A shop in one Istanbul neighborhood is known to sell IS souvenirs. Turkey is also concerned about Western proposed weapons support to the Kurdish groups who have displayed the most efficient ground resistance against IS. Ankara does not want these weapons falling into the hands of the PKK, who they have been fighting a deadly civil war with for decades. Instead, Turkey is looking to boost their controversial energy imports from Iraq's cash-strapped Kurds to help with the battle.
Turkey has continued to import oil from refineries that are currently under IS control. So Turkey may instead be encouraged to rely on the Kurdish region's oil instead of the oil from the areas under IS control.
Yet to do so, it must get approval from the Iraqi capital, which has so far been reluctant. However, with the recent change of events, Baghdad may be inclined to think again.
I don't think that Baghdad is completely against to its agreement, because the revenues of this oil agreement will also be a part of the Baghdad economic incomes, even if they are not really okay for some issues and they are still protesting this type of agreement because they don't want to see a Kurdish region independent, economically independent from Baghdad.
They also don't want to lose any part of the region to IS. So Turkey continues to meet with Western officials on the matter before the core coalition meet again at the opening of the United Nations General Assembly in New York next week. But for all its considerations, Turkey will be bringing its hands tied. Natalie Carney for CCTV in Istanbul, Turkey.